Hey my lovely YouTubers, it's me, Morgan Tracy J, today with a new YouTube video, guys, about something I've been getting a lot of questions about this topic, and I just decided to make a video and get it over with because it's something that I've really been needing to do, and it is about pornography. About a year and a half ago, I made a video called Battling with Pornography, and today's video is about overcoming pornography. Now, what I have to say is, when I say battling, I mean I was in the midst of it. When I created that video a year and a half ago, and I'll put it in the description box below so you can go and watch it, but when I created that video, I was smack dab in it. It wasn't like I was super out of it. It was like I was smack dab in it, and I was smack dab feeling all the conviction and all that stuff you get when you do something and you know it's completely wrong. Like, I was in the midst, and I was super vulnerable when I created that video. And so yeah, viewer discretion advised, because like that was really a vulnerable video. But anyway, besides all that, today is a year and a half later, and I want to talk to you about overcoming pornography, because it's not that easy, okay? It was really not that easy for me, but now that I look back on it, I'm like, gosh, you really could have walked that out a lot sooner, But they always say hindsight is 2020. That's just the kind of deal that goes on. But what I first realized with me and pornography is I had to first acknowledge that it was wrong. For a long time, I didn't think pornography was wrong. I would watch it on my spare time. I would watch it with ex-boyfriends. So for a long time, I just felt like it was just normal. Like, everyone watched it, and that's cool for me. Like, it was nothing. But over time, the more I got deeper with my walk with God, the more conviction that came in my heart. And guess what? I had to smack dab tell myself, girl, this is wrong. Like, quit trying to put your little tweaks and twerks around it and tweak it and make it work for you. No, it is flat dab wrong. These people probably are not married. These people, even if they are married, why are you watching them? Why are you getting aroused by them? This is not what you should be watching. You could be doing so much more with your spare time. Like, get yourself to work, get into the things you love, get into the things of God, and this will not be this anymore for you. This will not be a mountain in your life. And so guess what? I finally acknowledged that thing was wrong. And so when I acknowledged that it was wrong, I started to try to walk in it without doing it anymore. And did I fail? Yes, multiple times. I did. I would start good, and then I would fall short, and I would start over. And guess what happened? One day, when I created that video, was because I fell short again. I fell into it again. And when I did, I felt this time the conviction was not that little thought that usually. Now, this was an overwhelming. Like, I mean, this was like I put on a 10-pound book bag, and it was so heavy. And I'm like, oh, let's say 50 pounds. Because it was like a heavy weight. And I remember I just said, I can't do this anymore. And that's when I created that YouTube video. And so I have not watched porn since I created that YouTube video, which is crazy. And that was over a year and a half ago. And that was because I got fed up. Because I think that's what happens with us. We get fed up and our minds finally change about something. And that's when I finally acknowledged this was wrong. And when I finally got to that place, like, this is flat dab wrong, Morgan, leave it alone, that's when I started to walk in it more effectively. And what I did, the first things that I did was I started to starve that thing. I cut off certain Instagram friends that always posted sexual memes. I started unfollowing people. I got off of Twitter after dark. I got off of certain things that I was just watching and things that just wasn't that good for me, like for what I was trying to do. And also, and this was a hard thing for me because I had some piercings. Okay, I like my nipples pierced. I had a lot of toys. I just had a lot of stuff, and I got rid of all of that. So I got the piercing. Got rid of the toys. I got rid of so much stuff because I knew that I needed to starve that thing. And it was hard at first. Like, really, it was, because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what? What am I doing? But when you truly make up your mind to serve God in that area too, you just fed up. Like, you just don't want to, you want your peace back. That's what it was. I wanted my peace back. And so I was willing to give up all this stuff to get it back. And so that's what happened. And so what I did is I starved that thing. Like, I literally starved that thing. I cut off so much stuff. And then the next thing I started to understand is that regardless if I watch pornography or not, I was still going to have these desires. And I want you to understand that too. You're still human, you're still a man, you're still a woman, and you're still going to be having these arousal desires. Even if you think about it or not, they're still going to come. But what I say, it's up to you to choose what you do with that. You can sit there and think about it and daydream about it all day and let it manifest into something bigger. Or you can say, hey, I see you, I'm cutting you off now. I'm going to go do a jog. I'm going to keep myself busy. I'm going to get to work on the things that I love. I'm going to go call a friend or something. Just get yourself moving so you don't sit there and let these thoughts manifest. And so that's exactly what I have to do now. I don't let them become something bigger. I don't do any form of sexual acts or anything. I'm also single and I'm celibate now. And I've been that for over a year. And so that's just kind of what I'm acting in. And so I feel like me cutting off pornography was my first step into getting into a walk of celibacy until I'm married. That really was like my first step, because I got rid of so much stuff and my idea of sex was starting to change. And so now it's a year plus and I'm already celibate. Like, it's just crazy even to say that. And so obviously I understand that those feelings still come, even though I'm celibate. They still come. They're still ideas. They're still thoughts. And so that's just natural. But it's up to me to decide what to do with them, and it's up to you too. And the last thing I want to tell you is to get your authority back. There is no reason for me to blame other people for why I used to watch porn. There's no reason for you to blame other areas or other entities to why you watch porn, because guess what, you are in control. Yeah, you're the one in control that goes to the website and chooses to watch it. You're still the one in control to say, no, I'm not going to watch that, but I'm going to go and go for a jog. I'm going to go and get active. I'm going to go sit down and talk with my mom. I'm going to go talk with my brother, or something. Like, get moving. You're the one who's in control. And so that's what I want to tell you, is get your authority back, because you're in control of this. Like, you're the one deciding this, and you can decide that I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore, because I decided it. Honestly, I decided it, and when I finally got fed up, I walked it out, and it's a year and a half later, and I do not desire to watch porn anymore, and that's still super crazy. And so what I have to tell you guys is, it's not rocket science. It's not this hard thing that we just cannot overcome. But what you have to do is you got to build up enough faith and get the thing in motion, so you can receive your life without pornography. Like it says, believe and you shall receive. So get your faith in motion and truly believe that you can overcome this. And watch, you can overcome this. You really can. And I think that's what happened with me. I finally believed that I just can't do this anymore, and I overcame it. And it's so good to say that, to be honest. Like, it is. Because that was something that I didn't have peace when I watched that. And even afterwards, I would still not have peace because I watched that. And even days later, I would still not have peace because I was still operating in those thoughts, and I was still daydreaming about certain things, because I still was acting on certain things. And so what I have to say is, get your peace back, man. You are in control. Not anyone else but you. You're the one in control. Get your peace back. And you can overcome this. And it feels so good to say that I haven't watched pornography in almost 2 years. Like, that feels so good. And you can be here too. And God is good, y'all. God is good, y'all. Whew, it's so good. It's so it's overwhelming to just say that, honestly. Like, I can be super perfect and super like, oh, it's so great, but y'all don't know, like, everything I was going through. And I've been watching pornography for since I was in high school. Maybe end of middle school, early high school. And so it wasn't like something easy to go. It was something that I always done for years and years and years. And so it's amazing that God can bring you out of places that you were kind of instilled in, And so I know if He can bring me out of it, He can bring you out of it too. Because that was like 8 years of pornography watching. Yeah, that was like 8 years worth. Well, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it helps you in any type of way. And if you really want to, you can be sure to drop a comment if there's anything you battle with, or your experience with overcoming pornography, and help anybody else out who jumps on this video. Because there's a lot of people out there that battle with this, and it's better that we share our story than hide our story. And that is a testimony. And when it's a true testimony, when you can talk about it. And so let's talk about this, okay, guys? So be sure to drop your comments below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you so much, family. Bye. Like, subscribe, comment. Morgan Tracy J. No, I'm just kidding. Bye-bye.